Yo, what is going on? Welcome to episode 3 of how to get better at Madden and how to find the best offense in the game, or just, how to pick your playbook, your formation you want to run. So if you've kept up with competitive Madden or you kept up with me over the years, I love running gun bunch. But why do I like running gun bunch? I've been playing Madden since Madden 13 and I did not always run gun bunch. So like a lot of you guys that like to throw the ball, when I first started playing Madden, I was in 5 wide and it was fun being in 5 wide, but what was wrong with it? And you just think about it. The thing that's wrong with running 5 wide is there's no blocking, there's no running back, and there's no tight end on the line. And when you play against pros or good players that have a good blitz, you're just gonna be under pressure literally all game. So then when I transitioned from Madden 13 to, I believe it was Madden 25, because they skipped a year, I ran like a wide trips where I had a tight end on the line and a running back on the line. Okay, and I did pretty good blocking blitzes, but the offense wasn't the best. But that was besides the point. And then here came Madden 15, and in Madden 15 I ran pistol bunch tight end. Now this was a brand new formation in Madden, and it was probably my worst Madden I've ever been at. Was Madden 15. I was really bad at Madden 15.
I lost,
and it's because, and I'll just tell you guys why. As a passer, being under center is not ideal. And that was basically an under center. And my running back being directly behind me, he never knew which way to block. Do I step right? Do I step left? That was by far my worst Madden, and I was terrible. And when I look back at how I was in Madden over the years, like I was terrible at that Madden because I chose the wrong formation to perfect. That was, I was, good in that formation, probably ran it the best, but to win tournaments, that just wasn't my years because I just got screamed at all game. And then here comes Madden 16. I won my very first ever underground tournament, a $5,000 tournament in Dallas. It was like the greatest day of my life.
anything's possible.
I was so happy. I'll never forget that moment. Madden 16, I won my first tournament. And then later that year, the MCS started and I lost to Serious Mo in the finals. But what all changed, and it was the formation that I honestly just ran into trying to perfect Draft Champions. And at the time, Draft Champions, you only got 3 books to choose from. And I learned why I was bad in Madden. I was bad because I wanted to be a passer, but I wasn't in good formations to block blitzes and have good route combos. So then I come out and I find bunch. And what makes bunch so good? To start with, before we even get into route combos, and I'm just going to go into Seattle playbook, one of the best playbooks in Madden. So what makes bunch so good and other formations so good if you're a passer, for the most part every year, and I'll get into this, I know exactly what formation people are going to say after I say this. What makes bunch so good is there's a running back on the left or on one side and a tight end on the right. You have one of the best max protect. So if someone's sending 7 at you all game, or 5 or 6, a really good blitz that 5 down linemen can't pick up, you got a tight end on one side and you have a running back on the other. And that's what makes this formation just so good before we even get into anything, is the fact that it can basically block every blitz. It's probably the best max protect scheme formation in Madden. And again, go back and watch some of my old games. I love running max protect because I won some times and I have 3 routes on the field at times and I have to make that correct read. Now, what people will say is, you say this but you see people running trips tight end, where you have a tight end on one side and you have the running back on the same side. Now, this formation is really good, okay, for this Madden and for the last Madden. But in Madden 18, Madden 19, Madden 20, which no one passed the ball, but Madden 18, Madden 19, trips tight end was unrunnable, because if you find a good edge heat that can come in, trips tight end is basically going to be dead. Now, what makes trips tight end so good this year? Here's a pro tip. If you're struggling blocking blitzes, play action. I've never seen a Madden where play action is probably the greatest thing that's ever happened to killing basically all blitzes. There's 2 things in Madden 22 that kills blitzes. Again, I'm throwing super gems out right here. Block your tight end and call play action. They absolutely kill blitzes. Play action, for the most part, used to kill back in the day. Here's some old school stuff. It used to kill like the A gaps and the B gaps. Now you guys know A gaps and B gaps don't exist in Madden anymore. They're pretty overpowering when you could put a 99 speed at DT or DN and you would come right through the A gap. The way to kill that was to basically call play action, and that could help kill those kind of defenses. Now play action kills edge heat. But like I said, how do you choose a formation? You don't have to choose bunch. Again, think about the knowledge I just taught you. Have a running back on one side and have a tight end on other, and go look at other formations that have that kind of setup, and and go from there. Now again, trips tight end and bunch tight end are two of the freaking best formations in Madden 22. Now, if you guys like those formations, there's nothing wrong with it. They have some of the best route combos, the best bombs in the game. Those formations are unbelievable. But here's what you're going to go against is if someone finds that edge heat that comes in off the opposite side, that formation can be dead. So you got to be careful. Again, I'm not telling you guys to go find a formation like bunch and I could just go through it right here in this playbook if I can find any here. See, here's bunch tight end. Not double stack. That wouldn't work. That wouldn't work on the same side. See, that doesn't work for me. I would never do this. It does trips tight end off. See, I can't run that. It's on the same side. That's why bunch is so good. I guess maybe this, right? It's got it on both sides, but or any formation that's got a tight end on both sides with the running back in the backfield. But yeah, that's kind of how you start when you find an offensive playbook. Again, I'm not saying this is what you have to do. If you're a runner, get under center. Find the best run plays in the game. And the thing that's really hard about running an under center offense, though, and I will tell you this if you want to pass, is last year people could run right through the A gap with their user and tackle you before you had a drop back. The running back will dumb out on you. You have to really perfect how to block blitzes for your running back to pick up the correct edge heat. And that's basically the problem with, running an under center offense. Now, again, what makes bunch so good? Now let's look at when you pick what kind of bunch. Now, first off, you have the ground on how you want to go off. Now, again, if you don't care about the tight end and the running back being on opposite sides, then you can go into basically every formation in the game. But if you take what I say seriously and trust me on this, you're going to look at playbooks, and I go through bunch and I just look for the bunch that has the most plays and has something unique. And something unique about this bunch, there's only two bunches. It's Washington and Seattle. They have a special kind of fade. So they actually took out fades out of the game. If I can actually find it, here it is, clear out. And it's the guy on the far right on a fade. So what Madden did, there used to be a hot route that gave you this fade, but these kind of fades are really easy to bomb coverages, and they took the fade out of the game. And so there's two playbooks that run bunch that have this fade. Maybe there's three, I'm not sure. But what I know of, Washington and Seattle. And I basically built my whole entire offense off of fade and with a lot more plays. And I had some of the best bombs in the game until I got patched.
It became personal with me.
Yeah, EA patches me literally every year. I could go down a list of whether they took a play out of the game or just patched what I did. But if you look, it's got verticals. Verticals is the best play in the game. It's got all sorts of formations. It's got your high-low read on the right side. Again, I will break down another video on how to create a high-level bunch offense. But right now, I'm just trying to teach you guys. It's really an informational video on how to just choose your offense when you play Madden. If you're basically a passer, if you're a runner, this video's not for you at all. But this is just stuff you should look for. And again, for this Madden, if you do want to run a formation that has again, the running back and the tight end on the same side, call play action more, because play action again will kill like 90% of blitzes, or just block your tight end. Blocking your tight end does kill also 90% of the blitzes. So in this video, again, I explained to you guys how to find the best playbooks in Madden, but also, if you really pay attention, take what I said on other stuff and apply that to your game about how to block blitzes, and just, on the play calls you guys need to do. But when it comes to finding playbooks, and I made a video at the beginning. So this is actually funny. I made a video at the beginning of the year talking about the 5 best bunches in Madden. And those were the 5 best bunches in Madden. 100%. Everyone ran those playbooks that I said. I can't remember what I said. I think I said Washington, Seattle, Indy. I had 2 others. And basically that's what everyone ran who ran bunch. No one ran anything else like Ravens or Patriots bunch. No one ran those bunches. They weren't good. And so yeah, just take what I say. If you take it seriously, that's great. If you don't, then this video wasn't for you. But this is episode 3 of how to find the best playbooks in Madden. Again, it does not have to be bunch. It could be any playbook. But like I said, you got to think about like You know, is there a post route? There's a post route. You know, post routes are some of the best routes. So bunch routes, post. Now, the reason why I didn't go over that is because with how Madden is these days with the hot route master, you can put anyone on a post. But what I do look for in a playbook at a bunch, I do look for a stock post. I believe you have to have bunch trail, and I will explain in another video why a post route has been the best route in every Madden ever. I will explain that to you guys later. And I look for corner routes, and these have corner routes, and obviously, like I said, verticals. So when I look for a playbook, if I have a post route, a fade, verticals, and a corner route, I can make that playbook absolutely shake. And that's what I look for, basically those combos. And so again, hopefully this video helped you. I will see you guys in episode 4 whenever that drops. When it does drop, it will be how to dial up route combos out of bunch will be episode 4. So hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, take it easy.